All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are learning about Cayman Islands. So, welcome. Do we have any brand new agents here? Does anyone know what we need to put in the salutation box? I don't recall having that. So if somebody wants to add to that. Again, just go ahead and register. Very easy to register. And brand new, welcome. Okay, so what we do is we learn about these different destinations, these vendors, programs, etc., to help us sell to our clients. Okay. Travel agency, you're always going to put Archer Travel. And the consortia is Travel Leaders Network. Okay. So a lot of times when you're doing this with us, you'll do like a split screen because we do take a test at the end. So you want to follow along and then take the test with us. Some people will follow along on their phone and then have it up on their computer so they can do the test together. So again, besides learning about these amazing destinations, programs, etc., a lot of times then you get invites. Like I said, I got an invite over to MSC for a luncheon in California. We're going to on Tuesday. We're going on the 30th to Princess Cruise inspection, where we get to do a tour of the cruise ship. So again, I always tell everybody, register like with all the cruise lines because they give amazing deals. But as you finish these programs, you start getting all kinds of promotional material, invites, lunch and learns, etc. So besides learning to help sell to your clients, you're also going to sometimes get, goodie things in the mail, like with our California one over here. California, there's a lot for California right here. Do you see all these? Once you finish that, you get a goodie bag in the mail with a bunch of different stuff for California. So again, I want to let you guys know, these are things that you can do on your own, but they're fun when we do them together. The reason is some of the tests can be a little difficult, right? Especially like Princess and Disney. And then again, your questions may be different than mine. So as we do it as a group, we help each other and we make sure everybody passes. Okay. So if you have to jump off, I do record them. As you see here, we just did Disney booking on Vax. So now you have another option besides Disney travel agents, which we learned is kind of cool because with booking in Vax for Disney, you can add the airfare. You can add additional, if they want to go to Universal Studios or something, to that package. Okay. So that's kind of cool. We are doing celebrity cruise lines. We just did part 2. Did I not post that? It looks like I did post that. Yes, I got to post that for you guys. So we just did that yesterday. And again, I apologize. I was not feeling well yesterday. So ALG, again, Apple Leisure group. We just did, here's part 3. Here's the final for that. And then now we moved over to Disney. I think we did RIU, didn't we? Yeah, that's the RIU there. There we go. Sorry, I'm just like, well, I'm out of it. All right. So again, I posted both those, my YouTube and my spreadsheet for you guys. Think of things you want to do for next month. Okay. And as I said, you can do these on your own. They're right here. These are the sites for the different training programs. These are my YouTube videos. So again, so you don't have to kind of hunt through my YouTube. You can just find it right there on that link. Okay. All right. So as I said, we're at the Cayman Specialty Islands. Directory, sell, promote, retain, and learn. So we're going to start here with learn. Okay. There's 4 courses we're going to take. Okay. So you have to complete each one. So The main agency affiliation. What's the options, Elizabeth, or if anybody can answer that? Again, I registered before. Let's look and see.
They have AAA, American Express, CAA, Carlson, Wagon Travel, Ensemble Travel, Global Services, Leisure Travel Alliance, Liberty Travel, Mass, Signature, Travel Edge, Travel Leaders Network.
Travel Leaders Network. Yeah, that's like the consortia that we talked about. So yeah, so you'll put Travel Leaders Network there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What is the salutation? Again, I don't know where that's at.
I just put travel agency.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys.
And
So
right under that, is it Archer or is it our?
no, it'll be Archer. You always want to be affiliated with Archer because we're using their licensing and stuff. So you always put Archer. Yep. Okay. So just get in there, register. Again, agency will be Archer Travel. Put the IATA number in. Yes, I'd like to receive emails because again, you want to be notified of any specials they have. All right. Okay, so again, once you get registered, very easy, and then we'll just go right here to learn. And then you'll be here. Okay. Also, if you have any questions or anything, make sure you put it to everyone, okay? Because I'll be reading and we don't want you to miss anything, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and click here, what dreams are made of. All right, let me pause for a moment. Let me make sure my sound is on. There we go. So again, guys, if you're still registering, it takes just a few minutes. You'll be fine. We'll just listen to this video and stuff. And then, as I said, when we get to the test part, we'll make sure to everybody passes that. We'll speed it up. Okay. Through it a little quicker. Love snorkeling though, that's always fun. Right, welcome to the Cayman Islands. So again, don't worry, guys. If you're still registering, just listen. I'm just going to be reading, okay? So, welcome to our islands. If ever there was a utopia of natural beauty, innate tranquility, quiet sophistication nestled among crystalline turquoise and jade waters, it would be the Cayman Islands. World renowned for dining and diving, genuine hospitality, and a welcoming, safe environment. Cayman captivates and inspires all who visit. From the relaxed elegance of Grand Cayman to the adventurous spirit of Cayman Brock and the serenity of Little Cayman, this trio of gems in the Western Caribbean string together to create an unparalleled escape for discerning travelers. We want to welcome more of your clients to our dream-worthy destination and have created this all-in-one mobile learning and sales companion to be your personal guide to learn more, share more, and sell more Cayman than ever before. Here's an overview of how you can obtain, retain, and achieve your certified status as Cayman Island Specialist. First, you're going to learn, you're in the channel now to learn about the essentials about Cayman Islands, including deeper dives into each of our 3 islands. As you proceed through these 4 chapters, you'll answer product questions, watch videos, hear expert insights from advisors and our sales team, and you must view all the content and answer all the questions correctly to advance to the next chapter. As you complete each chapter, you'll unlock a tremendous resource in the Retain channel. The quiz portion is stripped away here, leaving all the great content and product intelligence in an easy-to-reference format. Anytime you need to answer a question, refresh your knowledge on a specific island or activity, or even make an impromptu sales presentation to a colleague or client, this is your go-to resource. To promote, this is where you take your knowledge and excitement and share it with your clients to get them thinking about a trip to the Cayman Islands. You'll find amazing images, videos, itineraries, fun facts, more to share via social, email, or text with your prospects. You have a directory. This interactive database of all things Cayman is searchable by location and supplier type, including accommodations, attractions, and restaurants. And then, of course, sell. Here you'll find deep resources to help answer client questions, build itineraries, get insider access to travel advisories and supplier news, and earn rewards exclusively for you. Let's begin our journey to discover the incomparable and extraordinary Cayman Islands. It's time to make your clients' dreams come true. All right, so you can get there by land, sea, and air. The Cayman Island lies nestled in the Western Caribbean, 150 miles south of Cuba and 480 miles from Miami, making this idyllic paradise easy to reach and to explore once on the island. Tap the map for enlarge the picture. Okay, so there we are. And let me get back. Okay. All right. Get back.
There's an X up in the corner.
Yeah, every time I did that, I always got kicked out. Thank you.
Me too.
All right, so by air, and we got to check these too. So again, you guys always have to check everything. So by air, the Cayman Islands is easily accessible via nonstop service for most travel hubs in the US, Canada, and the UK, with the shortest flight being from Miami. Clocking in at under 80 minutes, visitors arrive at the Owen Roberts International Airport, GCM, on Grand Cayman, which recently underwent a massive expansion project that tripled its size. It's now able to accommodate close to 2.5 million passengers and offers an expanded departure hall, food court, VIP lounge, restaurant, additional restroom facilities, children's play area, mother and baby room, and a variety of concessions. You got VIP meet and greet service is available, and it includes airport meet and greet guests, meet and greets with designated immigration and custom lines, quick, easy, efficient, fast tracking service to help clients avoid long lines. The service is available for single guest families and small groups and costs approximately $61 US per person. Simply email the airport authority to make arrangements. Many visitors Cayman Islands prefer to arrive via private jet or charter. Aircraft operators must contact the Civil Aviation Authority of the Cayman Islands, CAACI, which requires up to 3 days to provide authorizations. Tap the icon on the right to view US and Canadian gateways with nonstop. All right, so that's this. Again, a lot of people will be doing different folders or binders. So if you want that, this is something that you may want to print out for that. Okay, so it shows you, you know, from where they're leaving from, how long the trip is, etc. Okay, so kind of gives you an idea which airlines and stuff. Okay, so let's get back. Okay. Island hopping. Part of the experience of a multi-island nation is hopping from one island to the next. The natural adventures of Cayman Brock and the utter serenity of Little Cayman are just a short jaunt away on board our national carrier, Cayman Airways. With multiple flight options offered 7 days a week, it's easy to take a few hours a day or more to explore the sister islands and their unique allure. Ground transportation, car rentals, even scooters are available at many rental companies. But remember, we are British territory, so we drive on the left. It's easy to get around via public taxi and bus as well. The government sets the fares, and there's an app, the Seago Taxi Fare app, that shows exactly what passengers should be paying, and taxis typically are cash only. So advise clients to be prepared. In addition, there are several DMCs such as Majestic Tours, Webster Tours, and Cayman Destination Management Services that offer airport transfer, meet and greet, sedan, charter services, as well as a range of activities, tours, and attractions. See what this is.
I also love sending clients to Cayman because they most want living here, you know, in the mountains and with snow in winter. They want beautiful white sand beaches and blue water, and Cayman has plenty of that. Also, there's some concerns. There's some concerns about other destinations and safety, and I feel absolutely confident when clients go to Cayman that they're very safe, and to leave the property. I think that's a big deal, to be able to explore different foods and cultures and get out of your hotel. In other Caribbean destinations, that doesn't happen as often as it can in Cayman. So I think that's an important piece.
Easy flights, you know, we're out of the Detroit area, which we have a Delta hub, and that is an easy flight down here. And for most places in the United States, Cayman is an easy flight in, no matter where you're at. So it's an easy flight, English-speaking island, very laid back, comfortable place. You don't have to worry about you know, a lot of
a very safe island,
Yeah.
and a variety of activities.
Mhm.
Right. So the shortest flight from the US to Grand Cayman is from Miami, which clocks in at under how many minutes? You guys remember?
80 minutes.
That's correct. 80 minutes. All right. So again, guys, if you're still registering or something, make sure you remember that. It's 80 minutes for your first question. History and tradition. So this is kind of fun. You learn about the history. It's kind of like going back to school, right? All right. So take a brief journey back with us through a colorful history of discovery, diversity, and culture, which has woven together over time to create today's singular destination. In 1503, Christopher Columbus was making his fourth and final voyage to the New World when winds blew his ship off course. It was then that Columbus first happened upon two islands that he would name Las Tortugas, for the many turtles residing there. This pair would become the sister islands of Cayman. Years later, a map was drawn showing all three islands in the area with the name Lagartos, meaning alligators or large lizards. And by 1530, the trio was called the Caymanas, derived from the native word for crocodiles that used to dwell here. The name Caymanas evolved into Cayman, and we've been calling our islands that ever since. Did you know the proper way to pronounce Cayman is Cayman? Think of it as rhyming with Heyman. Okay, Cayman. All right, the United Kingdom took control of the Cayman Islands along the Jamaica as a result of the Treaty of Madrid in 1670, and the Cayman Islands were governed as a colony of Jamaica until 1962. So you have the Natural Museum here and Thatch Class Admission House. History lives. The following are must-see museums offering invaluable insight into Cayman's rich history and heritage. Located in Georgetown and housed inside the oldest public building in the Cayman Islands, the National Museum showcases both the natural and cultural history of the islands through dynamic programs, exhibits, and displays. Situated in Baden Down, the Mission House is not to be missed. Visitors can step back in time at this historical house, which showcases what life was like for the island's earliest settlers. After years of extensive restoration, the Pedro St. James Historic Site has been unveiled as the Cayman Islands' first national landmark and a central point of interest for visitors keen to learn more about the birthplace of democracy. The area spans as an impressive 7.65 acres with newly restored Great House offering wide open verandas and original architectural style. Powell's Museum and Craft Shops is owned and operated by Mr. Bernard Tony Powell, who created it to house hundreds of family heirlooms, artifacts, and memorabilia. The museum includes a domestic seafaring collection as well as detailed collection based on Mr. Powell's own family tree. Powell's is located on Boggy Sand Road in the community of West Bay. On the next page, you'll discover how colorful history translates into a vibrant, enticing cultural scene. So Cayman kind culture. There are 65,000 people living on the islands. Hailing from all over the world, together they have crafted an inviting, joyous culture spawned from a diverse history and inspiring nature. You have a melting pot of cultures. Native Caymanians ancestors came from Britain, Scotland, and Africa, and the rest of the current population has found their way here from more than 140 different nations, including a large group of North Americans and British. Today, the people here speak a British form of English with a distinctly Caymanian flair. In fact, each district has a different dialect. An abundance of art. The Cayman Islands embodies an energetic art scene with over 250 practicing artists, 7 commercial galleries, a national gallery with a permanent art collection, and up to 10 rotating contemporary art exhibitions each year. Several publicly accessible artist studios and many more exhibition spaces hosted in restaurants and cafes across the island. Steel pan drums, and then Pirates Week. So different events going on. Inspiring nature. Our artistry and craft work are born from the creativity of our people, the traditions of our past, and the inspiring nature that surrounds us. We have rich heritage of rope making, for example, with strands braided from our national tree, the silver thatch palm. The National Trust provides an ideal way to connect visitors with our unique nature and wildlife, while helping them discover our fascinating culture and history. We highly recommend booking tours run by the National Trust, such as a hike along the Mastic Trail or any number of guided wildlife tours to spot creatures like the Cayman parrot, the West Indian woodpecker, and the blue-throated lizards. The National Trust Historic Program gives visitors an up-close and personal view of Cayman's culture, with everything from traditional cookery classes to tours of historic sites such as Mission House. Celebrating life, the Caymanian zest for life is deeply embedded in our ever-present public celebrations, events, and festivals, such as Cayman Cookout Taste of Cayman Food and Wine Festival, K-Fest, Batabano Cayman Carnival, Pirates Week, and Flowers Sea Swim. Music plays an integral part in Cayman culture by lyrically blending the soul of jazz with the happiness of calypso and the message of reggae. Several festivals during the year highlight everything from classical to contemporary musicians, and enjoying the tunes is only as far away as a stroll by a kitchen band performing an impromptu concert. Check out our website for the latest calendar of events and festivals, and if you plan an itinerary around 1 or 2, rest assured you'll be enhancing your client's experience greatly. All right, another test. The Caymanian zest for life is evident in our many public events and festivals. Check below all the vibrant ways your clients can join in on these celebrations. So you have the cookout, the wine festival, K-Fest, Batavian, Pirates Week, or all of the above.
All of the above.
That's correct. Great work. So it's all of the above, guys. All right, how about dive into paradise? 365 officially named dive sites in Cayman. It's possible to experience a breathtaking dive at a unique site every day of the year. Home to calm 80-degree waters with 100-foot plus visibility. Spectacular variety of marine life, pristine reefs, incredible wall dives, and legendary wrecks. It's easy to see why we are one of the world's top dive destinations. The Cayman Islands is widely recognized as a pioneer of recreational diving, with the establishment of one of the Caribbean's first dive operations on Grand Cayman in 1957. Today, there are more than 30 dive operators available to help novice and expert divers alike on snorkeling tours, technical dives, or even renting a dive propulsion vehicle, DPV. Watch to learn more about the legendary wreck dives.
The Cayman Islands have an abundance of unique and fantastic wrecks. 2 legendary wrecks await those who love history and exploration. The USS Kittiwake of Grand Cayman and the former Russian warship, now known as the Captain Keith Tibbets of Cayman Brac.
The Captain Keith Tibbets in Cayman Brac is an awesome dive to do. She sits in maximum depth around 85 feet of water in her bow section, and her stern section is about 35 feet of water. And she's surrounded by lovely reef as well. So you can get the best of both worlds on that wreck.
There's some areas which you can penetrate through the wreck, which is really quite nice to swim through and kind of be involved in the history of it, but also coming back from the wreck into the blue, looking at this kind of huge thing that's underwater is really quite a nice experience as well.
6 years ago, we sank the wreck of the Kittiwake, so it's a 250, 260 foot vessel that is lying down in 60 feet of water and has proven to be an exceptional draw for the Cayman Islands diving.
Every room you swim into on the Kittiwake, you can see 3, 4 entry-exit points at all times, so it's really good for beginner divers. People that are a little uncertain about doing their first wreck dive, the Kittiwake's a great starter dive for that, but it's also good for more technical divers. It's great for doing the wreck specialty on, and it also acts as a really good decompression spot for people that go over the wall really close by and do decompression diving.
All right. So our secluded location far from other land masses keeps our coral reefs thriving and our waters crystal clear. It also provides an opportunity for the most spectacular wall diving in the Caribbean, partly because the islands are located on top of submerged mountains. Experienced divers will make their way down steep walls like the award-winning Bloody Bay Wall, adorned with sponges and corals in a stunning array of colors. Shipwreck sleuths can explore famous wrecks featuring photogenic structures, curious marine residents. Divers not wanting to reach great depths should head for the world's best 12-foot dive at Stingray City. Tap the icon on the right to view dive maps for each island. So again, if you want to save this information for your binder for dive information, look, lots and lots of information here for you. Wow, 365. All right. All right, how many official named dive sites are found in the Cayman Islands? Isn't that the 365 that they just said? Ah. Is that it? Let's see. That is correct. 365, okay? Dive sites. All right, how about foodies? Culinary capital of the Caribbean. Cayman's culinary offerings blend with the bountiful nature and boundless creativity to create a tantalizing destination experience in every sense. We're proud to be known as the culinary capital of the Caribbean, and our 200 plus restaurants, world-renowned chefs, inventive cuisine, and fresh focused menus are a testament to that distinguished honor. Abundant in natural resources, Cayman Islands offer mouth-watering farm-to-table cuisine with many restaurants featuring menus serving only local sourced ingredients. The influences from around the world blend seamlessly with Caymanian tradition. Our island paradise provides an endless array of options to suit any palate or budget. From a Sunday brunch buffet served with champagne to freshly cooked fried fish, from a street vendor to five-star dining accompanied by world-class wines. All right, yum, yum, right? Local flavors, visitors in search of authentic Caymanian cuisine have a diverse menu of options. Dine on a meal of kalalu, somewhat like an exotic spinach, Cayman-style mahi-mahi, or perhaps the most traditional meal in Cayman, traditional turtle stew. Our favorite Caymanian dishes include conch, pronounced conch, didn't know that, in Creole sauce or stew, swordfish or snapper in coconut sauce, lobster tail cooked with Scotch bonnet peppers, or an old-fashioned fish fry. Did you know the mudslide was the first served at the Rum Point Club's rec bar in the 1970s? As the story goes, a patron asked for White Russian, which is vodka, Kahlua, and cream. But the bartender didn't have cream, so he added Bailey's in place of the cream. Thus, the mudslide was born. Healthy eats, in keeping with our atmosphere of wellness and serenity, finding an eatery that serves health-focused cuisine, whether it's vegetarian, vegan, paleo, or gluten-free, is not only easy, but delicious too. Culinary events. Cayman's culinary celebrations are bountiful, from weekly feats like the flavor tour of Camana Bay to Cayman Restaurant Month each October to internationally recognized food fest. These tasteful events will satisfy every palate. The ultimate Epicurean experience happens every January at the Cayman Cookout with Chef Eric Rippert and his roster of famous chefs and wine experts, followed by our largest culinary event of the year, Taste of Cayman Food and Drink Festival. Live cooking demonstrations and local entertainment. Tap the icon on the right for your favorite foodie experiences to recommend to your clients. Again, you can print this out for your clients or your binder for additional information to share with them. All right. Which sweet cocktail was invented in Rum Point's Club's rec bar in the 1970s? The mudslide. Great work. All right, how about business travel? Everything that makes the Cayman Islands an extraordinary vacation destination holds true for business travelers. With world-class properties, superior event space, impeccable service in a safe and sophisticated island paradise that's only an hour from Miami and 3 from New York. It's no wonder that the Cayman Islands are a natural MICE destination. Ease of accessibility continues upon arrival, as most hotels are located within 15 to 20 minutes of the airport. With modern infrastructure, captivating panoramic views, elevated health and safety protocols, acclaimed restaurants helmed by renowned chefs, best-in-class amenities, and endless options for adventure and activity. Planning a meeting or special event in the Cayman Islands is in a winning move. The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism also boasts a dedicated sales team to help you with every detail, from booking accommodations and meeting space to meals and activities. Whether the agenda includes water sports, golf, deep sea fishing, Stingray City charters, Cayman offers a perfect balance between work and play. Specialist tip, remember, you can schedule VIP meet and greet service to fast track clients through immigration and customs by contacting the Cayman Islands Airport Authority, CIAA. All right, visitor essentials, things to remind your clients what to bring and important information. Here's essential visitors should know when they're planning their trip to the Cayman Islands. Entry requirements. Guests of the Cayman Islands are required to present a valid passport, must complete an immigration form. If there are any items to declare, guests should also complete a customs declaration form. All guests must possess a return airline ticket. For the latest updates, always make sure, and you want to do this anyway, for anybody traveling overseas or anything, check the most recent up-to-date information because things can change on a daily basis. Time zone, it's the Eastern Standard Time Zone is observed in Cayman, but there is no change for daylight savings. Cayman is 5 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. The weather, average temperature is 75 to 85 degrees in winter and 80 to 95 in the summer. Year round, the daily temperature generally stays within the range of 70 to 95 degrees. Almost all properties have air-conditioned rooms, and seasonal trade winds help make our islands even more enjoyable. Our rainy season is from May to October, and the dry season is November to April. This doesn't mean it rains constantly or rarely during these respective times. The names of the seasons simply reflect the trends in our region. It's common in summer to have brief showers in the afternoon, occasional rain in the mornings, and rainfall tends to be higher in the western parts of the island. Hurricane season typically observed in the summer months, beginning in June and ending in November. To provide travelers with peace of mind, the destination typically provides a worry-free hurricane guarantee, which allows for free cancellation and rescheduling in the event of inclement weather. Driving, we're British overseas territory, therefore you drive on the left. The money, local currency, is Cayman dollars, but we use US dollars interchangeably. The exchange rate is 1 Cayman dollar to 120 US dollars. Many ATMs in Cayman accept overseas debits and credit cards, though some banks may have added fees for travelers. You have food and drink. On average, visitors can expect to pay between $16 and $32 for lunch and dinner, not including the alcoholic beverages, okay? The legal drinking age in the Cayman Islands is 18 years old. And then electricity, Grand Cayman runs on a 120-volt electricity system with 3-pin plugs. No adapters are needed for North American travelers. Medical facilities, Cayman Islands has a full complement of modern medical facilities on Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac, including government hospitals, private medical facilities like Health City. Little Cayman is staffed by a full-time nurse. Grand Cayman also houses a hyperbaric chamber. Sustainability, to protect our environment and ensure our future as a leading Caribbean tourism destination, and Cayman Islands heavily enforces littering and marine conservation laws to ensure our islands and the waters remain beautiful. Specialist tip, tap into the promote section to find a must-see do list from the visitors, Cayman visitors, that you can pass along to your clients. All right, I don't know where that's at. That must be on resources or something. All right, what policy does Cayman typically employ, allowing for free cancellation rescheduling in the event of inclement weather? Inclement weather policy, worry-free hurricane guarantee, or storm strategy?
The worry-free hurricane.
Worry-free, very good. Great job. All right, another video.
The ideal client is literally everyone. I mean, the Cayman Islands have literally something for everyone, and that's the beauty of Cayman. It's easy to get to. It's connecting flights from all over. It's a great destination, beautiful new airport. But the client is really. I love multi-generational families. I really feel like it's a beautiful way for families to come together. There's something for everyone to do. Certainly honeymooners. With Cayman, there's so many different accommodation options that it can be for everyone because of the fact that there are value accommodations, there are villa accommodations for the multi-generational. So yeah, it's really awesome for everyone.
Cayman Islands has something for everyone. Individuals,
Couples,
families, people that are looking for fun in the sun, want fine dining,
like an older
and if you're adventuresome, adventure at just about every level. The sister islands. Most of our groups and most of our bookings are groups to Cayman, are to actually Little Cayman. When we initially started, it was Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman is more for the person that maybe has a non-diver with them, someone who likes to shop.
go out to fine dining.
Yeah, beautiful sandy beaches, just There's even though it's a small, beautiful Caribbean island, there's a hustle bustle to it with lots of things to do. Cayman Brac is more for the person who's looking for a more secluded location. Some beautiful resorts, quite a few have been built in the last few years. And Little Cayman is our personal.
My favorite, absolutely. It's a nice getaway, out of the way, small island, lots of atmosphere for a small island.
Yeah, 4 or 5 resorts, and I think one restaurant other than what you'll find in the resorts, and spectacular food. The Cayman Islands are so open and welcoming to everyone and helpful. So if you haven't been here, come on down, get familiar, and it's a great destination to sell to your clients.
Get out there and travel. All right, how do you sell Cayman? Cayman offers so much more than a Caribbean sun and sea vacation. It's a premier luxury lifestyle destination that caters to travelers of all ages. Despite the niche market your clients might fall into, there are certain characteristics that tend to be present in each visitor profile. Affluent, educated, adventurous, authentic, and mindful. Let's take a deeper look into the markets you can tap into. So you have dive enthusiasts. As a leading global dive destination with 365 unique dive sites to choose from, divers of all levels are a key demographic for travel to the Cayman Islands. How about couples? Cayman is practically perfect for romance travel of any kind. The couples will find the path to a tropical wedding faster and easier than most other Caribbean islands, which typically require a 30-day waiting period and a blood test. Here, lovers can say "I do" the same day they arrive, provided that required documents have been approved and received. For those less spontaneous couples, planning is easy with the wealth of experts to help and an endless array of stunning settings for ceremonies of all kinds. Wellness and serenity seekers. What makes our destination truly sublime goes beyond our beautiful beaches and crystal clear waters. The Cayman Islands provide an immersive experience encompassing fitness, health, nature, fresh food, and tranquility that rejuvenate mind, body, and soul. Yeah, foodies. Our undeniable status of the culinary capital of the Caribbean entices foodies from around the globe to savor inventive cuisine, internationally renowned chefs, and world-class wine lists. And then families with our clear and calm waters that average 80 degrees year-round, bountiful nature, diverse array of accommodations across the islands. The Cayman Islands make a perfect destination for families of all ages and sizes. Specialist tip: here are some of our unique selling points to pass on to your target clients. It's got the highest standard of living in the Caribbean, friendly and high quality customer service, high repeat visitation, more intimate, authentic experiences, 3 island experience, culinary capital of the Caribbean, and most hotels are only 15 to 20 minutes from the airport. Which of the following is not considered a unique selling point for the Cayman Islands? Highest standard, friendly, and high repeat, more intimate, culinary. Most hotels are 30 to this one, right?
Yeah.
Yep, because it was 15 to 20 minutes away. All right. So working with us, the Cayman Islands Department of Tourism is ready and eager to assist you in selling our inspiring destination. You've already shown your loyalty to Cayman by registering for this program, and we're confident the resources you gain from becoming a certified Cayman Island specialist will benefit your bottom line tremendously. Here are some benefits you will now receive. This is great, guys. This is what I tell you guys, finish these. Specialist status, title, and diploma, a welcome graduate gratitude package, exclusive invitations to join specialist fam trips, e-newsletters with product updates and offers, and automatic enrollment in Cayman Rewards. Cayman Rewards, speaking of Cayman Rewards, whether you're a longtime participant or new to the program with a specialist degree, you'll now be able to log your bookings, earn monthly cash rewards right here with the Cayman Islands Specialist Program from the home page. Tap the rewards button in the center to get started. Here are cash rewards awarded monthly. Grand prize, $500. First runner-up, $250. Second runner-up, $100. And random winner, $100. Your sales team, headquarters are located on island, and we operate sales offices in New York, Toronto, and London. Groups and meeting teams are available at email here and website here. Dedicated sales team can assist with the following. Always strive to accommodate custom requests. Presentation tab, seminars and trainings, brochures, promotional items for yourself and your client, fam trips, approved social media images and website content, connections with an introduction to on-island partners. Tap the icon on the right for tips and favorite experiences from the CDOT sales team. Okay, so here's the national sales team tips. So nice thing to have. You get information from them. And then the video, ways to work and sell it.
Kudos, bouquets, compliments to the Cayman Island Department of Tourism. We work with a number of island destinations in the Caribbean. We do international travel, Asia, South America, Europe, and the Cayman Islands Department of Tourism by far is the
most helpful, best run. Anytime we have questions, problems, boy, they're right on it. They're spectacular.
They help me with any questions I may have. They actually have given us a stateside representative. He is marvelous. Can't speak highly enough about him. If we're having a pre-trip party for a group, he'll even come into town and help us host the pre-trip party where we go over itineraries with people and have a meet and greet.
Just super people, great people to work with.
And marketing materials, whatever you want, they have.
All right. So good job. Kudos on successfully completing the first chapter of this specialist program. For every chapter you complete, you unlock corresponding content with the retained section. We've stripped away the quiz portion and the 24/7 resource, organize the content into easy, accessible bullet points so you can quickly refresh your memory, answer client questions, and even provide an impromptu sales presentation. Now let's discover more about the largest island, Grand Cayman. All right, so here's Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman is an attraction, I think, for so many reasons. First of all, it's a culinary, definitely a culinary leader within the Caribbean and really within the world. There's so many world-class restaurants that are on the island. It has grown very much so in the last 5, 6, 7 years. It has such a great variety of accommodation. So it has your luxury brands like the Ritz and Cayman and the Bonvoy properties, as well as the Ritz, the Westin, the Marriott. It's got smaller, wonderful properties like there's a brand new Hampton Inn by Wyndham down there that's absolutely lovely. They've done such a beautiful job and it's a beautiful value. There's private villas through different luxury. Cayman Villas has some beautiful villas all over the islands. You don't need to stay right on 7 Mile Beach. And then my favorite is the villa boutique hotels. Particularly my favorite is the Caribbean Club is right on 7 Mile Beach. It's perfectly located. So with the variety of accommodations that there are there for every single client, with the culinary scene that's there, the activities, so many fun things to do. It's an easy island to get around, to rent a car, to go back and forth. It's a really comfortable, happy, fun island. And that's why I like it the best.
All right. So Grand Cayman is the largest of the 3 sister islands and is popular for an abundance of natural crafted attractions. Miles of coral sand beaches, crystal clear waters, award-winning restaurants, luxury resorts, and world-class diving, along with distinct air of casual sophistication. Our white sand beaches, especially the renowned 7 Mile Beach, rank at the top of the world's finest. Underwater Grand Cayman features 240 of Cayman's incredible 365 dive sites, and exploring the vibrant reefs, wrecks, and walls around our shores is at the top of the many bucket lists. Foodies will appreciate our island's outstanding culinary reputation. There are restaurant menus to tantalize every palate, from international taste to local specialties. Visitors will run out of time here before they run out of delicacies to sample. We value our wildlife, taking care to sustain the delicate health of our cherished reefs and to preserve the native species found here, with breeding programs and rehabilitation facilities that have saved turtles and the blue iguana from probable extinction. Another standout attraction is undoubtedly our people and our welcoming nature. With more than 100 nationalities represented, there's a diverse and enticing affection that is woven throughout our culture. The innate Caymanian zest for life is illustrated in the events of every type occurring throughout the year, from festivals of food, the arts to parades and competitions. Let's discover more about barefoot elegance and natural wonders of the Grand Cayman. Getting around Grand Cayman is 22 miles long, 8 miles across, and is the widest and at its widest. And getting around is easy and enjoyable. Relatively flat and well-maintained roads, it's easy to drive around Grand Cayman. But do remember, we drive on the left. International car rental companies and local brands cover car rentals, airport transfers, and driving tours. They have public transportation. There's our own version of popular ride service, Flex, and standard taxi service, which is easy to hail. The Georgetown shuttle is free and air-conditioned, running weekdays from 8 to 6. Our minibus public transport connects all areas of Grand Cayman, is inexpensive, from approximately $2.45 to $6 US for longer distances. Cayman ferries sail on the weekends, including Thursdays and Fridays, between Cayman Bay Shopping and Entertainment Center, Newlands Public Dock, and Caybo Beach. Lay of the island. Most of the population live in Georgetown, the capital, and work nearby on 7 Mile Beach. The rest live along West Bay, north of 7 Mile, in Town, and Savannah in the south, north side, and east end. Visitors tend to stay between 7 Mile Beach and Georgetown and its cruise ship port, global banking center, and shopping. Between Georgetown and 7 Mile Beach on Market Street is the island's premier retail dining entertainment center, Cayman Bay. All right, and there you have the Cayman Turtle Center and Rum Point Sunset. Those venturing farther will be rewarded with the relaxed vibe, fewer tourists, and attractions like the blowholes at East End. Northside's windswept coast boasts Rum Point with natural attractions like the Mastic Trail. This area is popular with couples, retirees, and those on extended stays. Savannah and Town, along with South Coast, are the more historical areas. Awash in legends of pirates, Town has more budget-friendly accommodation options and appeals to families. Our most popular attractions, Stingray City and Starfish Point, are in North Sound. Cayman Turtle Center is located in the West Bay. Island hopping, although many visitors spend all their time on Grand Cayman, Cayman Airways Express offers multiple daily flights to Little Cayman and Cayman Brac, making island hopping convenient and fast. Flight time from Owen Roberts International Airport to Cayman's Brac Sir Captain Charles Kirkconnell International Airport is 55 minutes, and to Little Cayman's Edward Bodden Airfield is 35 minutes. Check all the ways visitors can get around Grand Cayman. Flex, minibus, is it all of them?
Yes, it's all of them.
That's correct, all of them. All right, very good, guys. Thank you. So where to stay? 7 Mile Beach, Grand Cayman has a range of accommodation options and styles for every traveler, and most of the upscale branded resorts are found on popular 7 Mile Beach. Kipton Seafire Resort and Spa is a stylish lifestyle resort that is set back from the beach. All 266 rooms and suites feature private balconies, floor-to-ceiling windows, 4 food and beverage outlets, plus 8,500 square feet spa facility will delight guests. The Ritz-Carlton Grand Cayman features 6 bars and restaurants, including the award-winning Blue by Eric Ripert, A La Prairie Spa, and Greg Norman Design Golf Course. The resort offers 369 rooms and suites, including the exclusive 7 South, the Caribbean's largest suite configuration on the penthouse floor of its ocean tower. 7 South accommodates 18 guests. Wow. Following an extensive renovation completed in 2021, the property now features a refined new design inspired by the rich history and diverse cultural influences of the Cayman Islands. The Westin Grand Cayman 7 Mile Beach Resort and Spa enjoys a prime beachfront location plus freshwater pool, swim-up bar next to the beach, 7,000 square foot spa, addition to 343 newly refurbished island, and ocean view rooms. The resort boasts a variety of food and beverage outlets, including the award-winning Beach House. Westin Spa and Caribbean Club. You have Palm Heights, retro glam, all-suite boutique hotel on the beach, whose palm-lined pool leads down to the shore. 52 suites, all provide sea views, and its restaurant. Tilly's features international dishes from locally sourced ingredients. A much anticipated spa facility will be opened shortly. Hampton by Hilton Grand Cayman is a light, bright, and airy hotel, a quick walk from 7 Mile Beach, featuring air-conditioned suites and studios with kitchens and kitchenettes. The hotel has on-site parking and professional dive shop, outdoor pool, and a restaurant. Breakfast is included in room rates. Locale Hotel Grand Cayman offers incredible value as a 3-star property located less than 500 feet from the beach. Spacious rooms, suites feature clean, modern design and kitchenettes. The hotel offers saltwater pool, outdoor fitness center, and bonfire urban grill, provides guests with complimentary breakfast. Caribbean Club is our most exclusive boutique hotel with just 37 1- to 3-bedroom stylish suites and villas overlooking the beach. It is an exclusive home away from home. Caribbean Club's Italian restaurant, Luca, is a highly regarded venue, so reservations are recommended. And then Grand Cayman Marriott Beach Resort features beachfront with freshwater outdoor pool, prime location on 7 Mile Beach. Property offers the ultimate beach house experience by creating a fun and relaxed atmosphere where family and friends can reunite, reconnect, and spend quality time together. Tap the icon to learn more about the grand variety of accommodations.
One of the things with Grand Cayman that is sometimes a hurdle, but an easy one to overcome, is limited all-inclusive resorts. So a lot of families really love, I do a lot of multi-generational trips, and they love having the ease of all-inclusive. So with limited options, what I found is that once they get there, they're very, very happy in the luxury resorts. So I love booking the luxury hotels, the Kimpton, Ritz, Westin, Marriott. Clients love them. They love the location. They love the amenities. They're really, really gorgeous. So I love that. But I just had a family return from a trip end of May, and they stayed at a condo and they loved it. It was bigger, so their older kids could have their own room, and they had a kitchen, and they were very close to all the main hotels in 7 Mile Beach, so they loved it. I've also had people go to rentals. I think the variety of rentals and the ease of booking them in Grand Cayman is different than other locations. So I do appreciate the variety of options to be able to reserve for clients.
All right. All right, which luxury resort on 7 Mile Beach features the award-winning restaurant Blue by Eric Riper, a Greg Norman design golf course, and exclusive 7 South, the Caribbean's largest suite configuration? Is it the Ritz-Carlton? Anybody remember?
It's the Ritz-Carlton.
It is. Okay, very good. 369 rooms and suites, including the exclusive 7 South. Thank you. All right, beyond 7 Mile Beach, for those guests seeking a bit quieter vibe than popular 7 Mile Beach, there are a variety of options across the island, from mid-range hotels catering to diving enthusiasts, or to families, to luxury condominiums and villas. You have Georgetown Sunset House, casual seaside hotel for divers by divers. Laid back 3-star property located south of the cruise terminal and only a 15-minute walk from the center of Georgetown. Perched on a rocky shoreline renowned for its shore diving The hotel is not on a beach, but its pool features direct ladder access to the Caribbean. The hotel offers a variety of accommodations, rooms, apartments, or suites, and diverse package options, including airport transfers and daily breakfast. Room-only rates are available too. You have Sunset House here and Cobalt Coast, the Grand Cayman. West Bay, Cobalt Coast Grand Cayman is a small hotel, 24 rooms and suites, featuring big resort amenities. The hotel is geared toward the diving market and is situated in West Bay to take advantage of the northern western dive sites, yet still remains close to all action of 7 Mile Beach. Owned and operated by diving enthusiasts, the hotel provides dive valet services with dive shop, as well as a restaurant and bar for beverages and light meals. East End, you have Wyndham Reef Resort Grand Cayman. Features beachfront rooms and facilities on the less populated east end of the island. There are options for room-only or all-inclusive rates, which make it perfect for those seeking peace and stress-free vacationing only 40 minutes from the airport or Georgetown. And then Black Urchin, a truly unique boutique luxury property nestled in Baden Town, and features 4-bedroom suites, as well as 6- and 7-bedroom private villas with attentive staff, an on-site private chef, artfully appointed fixtures. Black Urchin is modern elegance at its best. Wow, sounds nice. All right, beaches and water sports. The white sands and warm turquoise waters of Grand Cayman are ideal for both adventure and relaxation. Here are some of the best beaches and most popular water-based experiences. 7 Mile Beach's popularity is due to its clear waters and gentle surf, well suited for families and less experienced snorkelers. Cemetery Beach is at the northern end, is less developed, less crowded, more appropriate for experienced snorkelers and strong swimmers, as the reef is approximately 60 yards out, making kayaks and stand-up paddle boards essential. Did you know 7 Mile Beach is actually only 5.75 miles long? Okay, so it's not 7 miles. Rum Point on north side is extremely popular, with residents and visitors boasting shallower, calmer waters that are perfect for the younger set. Amenities include hammocks, changing rooms, showers. Adults will appreciate the number of water sports suppliers here. Rum Point is excellent for snorkeling, as in its entry point, 10 to 15 minutes by kayak. For popular bioluminescent lesson bay experiences, one of only a few places in the world where this phenomenon is found. Microscopic plankton will emit a glow when their surroundings are agitated, either by hand or by boating through the waters. This is a natural reaction against predators, but it's magical to witness. Cayman Kai, northwest of Rum Point, is more secluded and picturesque and boasts stunning views, a beautiful lagoon, palm trees, and excellent swimming conditions. Jetabator over reef here and snorkeling around the reef. West Bay Public Beach, a family-friendly beach, offers street parking, bathroom and changing facilities, cabanas, and shade. It is next to the West Bay dock, from where dive companies launch. Although fishing is spectacular island-wide, with blue marlin, wahoo, tuna, grouper, and snapper common catches, most charter companies are based here. Stingray City, a shallow sandbar, is nearby. Grand Cayman's most popular attraction. Visitors, including children, get to interact with gentle rays under the watchful eye of local experts to ensure that encounters are safe for both the visitors and the rays. Starfish Point, featuring visitor interaction with Red Sea stars, is also nearby. And then you have Smith's Cove, formerly Smith's Barcader here, south of Georgetown, one of the most photographed beaches in the Caribbean, surrounded by beautiful scenery with easy beach access, calm, clear waters, favorite of locals and tourists alike, with off-street parking. The most popular interactive sea life attraction on Grand Cayman is, what is it?
Stingray City.
Stingray City. Very good. All right, another short video.
Are you looking for the ultimate marine animal encounter? Look no further than Stingray City, Grand Cayman. Touted as one of the world's most enjoyable 12-foot dives, Stingray City is an absolute must-do for all visitors.
Stingray City is our pride and joy in Grand Cayman. It's been a wonderful attraction. A couple of local dive masters started hand-feeding the stingrays. From that point onwards, the rays become very much part of our interaction here in Grand Cayman.
You not only have the stingrays, but you have a lot of other fish that interact at that place. And any of these close encounters with creatures will make us value a lot more and understanding quite a bit more. So definitely it's a great diving and snorkeling experience.
They know that they're going to see divers there. They come when they hear the boats and the boat engines turn off and they all start showing up. And it's an incredible area where you can just socialize with big pelagic rays. They're incredibly intelligent, incredibly friendly animals. It's an experience that no one should ever come down here and miss.
Okay. Top 5 dives, 240 Caymans, 365 distinctive dive sites. Grand Cayman is a diver's paradise. When discussing top dive locations around the world, the Cayman Islands also has at least 2 sites ranking at the top. Many sites start as a shallower, deep depth, making them ideal for snorkeling. 2, here's a list of 5 favorites. If there is only one Caymanian dive to be taken, the 12-foot dive at Stingray City would be it. It's even it for people who don't dive and are happy to interact with the rays in the shallows. Divers will find these normally shy, gentle, majestic southern Atlantic stingrays placidly swimming around or resting in the sandy depths. They're ready to interact with divers, particularly if they brought lunch, aka squid. The ex-USS Kittiwake was a 251-foot World War II era submarine support ship, which was sunk in 2011 to form an artificial reef. It is the best known of wreck dives in the Caribbean, if not the world. Found off 7 Mile Beach, its location is a shallow one and close to shore, making it ideal for snorkeling and free dives. Babylon North Wall, one of the best wall dives in the Caribbean, located off the north side east of Old Man Bay. It starts at a depth of 40 feet. Less experienced divers will enjoy the flats before the drop-off, where they'll be able to see black coral and rope sponges. After the drop-off, there'll be angelfish, parrotfish, chromies, and more, including species like barracuda. Sunset House Reef. Reached from the pier of the Sunset House Resort. Colorful reef begins at 30 feet, 10 meters, then slopes to 50 feet and features many canyons. Here, divers are surrounded by marine life. Once they leave the ocean pool, there are schools of squid, dories, hawksbill turtles, and parrotfish. There's also a bronze 9-foot mermaid at the reef base. Orange Canyon West Wall on the northwest tip of the west side of Grand Cayman and features a deep canyon surrounded by orange sponges that make an impressive backdrop for images. Colorful corals, eagle rays, tarpon, sharks, and tiny silver sides are also found here. The average depth ranges from 59 feet to a maximum depth of 131 feet, making this suitable only for the most experienced divers. What's the name of the Caribbean's most famous shipwreck, which is found off 7 Mile Beach? Kitty Hawk, Kittiwake, Kitty Cat, or Kit Cat? Kitty Hawk?
Kittiwake.
Kittiwake, thank you. Very good. That's it. Activities and adventures. While we are undeniably a diver's paradise, visitors will find a wealth of activities to join on dry land too. Natural adventures, hikes, and nature walks include the Majestic Trail, a 2-mile one-way gravel route revealing a rich variety of native wildlife and plants, including reptiles and orchids. Guided tours are available at cost, self-guided for free, maps available, and bug repellent and comfortable, sturdy footwear are essential to comfortably traverse the trail. Visiting Cayman Crystal Caves on the northeastern end of the island starts with a walk through lush foliage before venturing into a cave system with striking stalactites and stalagmites. Several suppliers offer tours. There are no self-guided visits. Queen Elizabeth II Botanic Park, north side, displays flora and fauna. A visitor center, colorful gardens, woodland trail, and 2-acre lakeside habitat for nature or native birds and aquatic animals join a breeding center that has rescued the native blue iguana from near extinction. View more native wildlife at the Cayman Turtle Center, which explores the island's fish, bird, and other reptile species in addition to turtles. Its aviary and predator reef displays attract attention, but the primary appeal is the turtle breeding pond, hatchery, touch tank, and wading pool. Horseback rides on the beach by moonlight or during the day are a fun, relaxing activity. Spirit of the West offers these, as well as swimming with horses. So you got horseback riding on the beach and the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club. Tropical tea time, a round of golf on an island always rewards with breathtaking views, and the challenging 9-hole Greg Norman design, the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club, beautifully proves this point, as does Cayman's only 18-hole golf course, the North Sound Golf Club. We're teeing it up for suitable for all ages, all levels. Sensational shopping, doing double duty as a cruise port and international business center. Georgetown is also a hub for world-class duty-free shopping, from luxury European brands like Rolex to homegrown artists and crafts. All are available when seeking a retail therapy fix. Visitors will find treasures in resort galleries along Church Street in Georgetown and in the retail dining and entertainment complex, Camana Bay on Market Street. Last but not least, there's always the option to go to Hell, okay? Hell is a geological wonder located in the district of West Bay, where amazing rock formations were created more than 10 million years ago from black limestone. Visitors flock here for social bragging rights, and they can even send a postcard from the tiny post office to prove that Hell on Cayman is actually quite like paradise. Which of the following is not a natural adventure to be had on Grand Cayman? Camel rides, right? No camel rides on Cayman Island. Okay, dining and nightlife. Culinary creations are known the world over and are commonly featured in Forbes, Rob Report, Wine Spectator, and more. Here are some of the ways visitors to Grand Cayman can taste what makes us the culinary capital of the Caribbean. Local specialties, street food, and beach bars. Fish and seafood are abundant, of course, but visitors may notice an unfamiliar item on the menu, lionfish. The same fish commonly found in aquariums is carelessly released and becomes a threat to native fish and reef health. They're tasty once cleaned, with poisonous spines removed. Many restaurants, including even the mostly vegetarian Vivo, serve lionfish year-round. Food trucks and beachside shacks are big here, along with fish fry stands on the East End beaches. Enjoy conch, lobster, mahi, and grouper, fresh from the sea. Must-tries are Miss Vivian's Kitchen, Captain Herman's Fish Fry, and Heritage Kitchen in the West Bay. Wherever visitors dine, they'll find refreshing K-brew served. Cocktail connoisseurs can go full Caymanian with 7 fathoms rum, which is aged undersea. So sorry. The distillery also makes Gun Bay vodka with offers public tours. Sunday brunch is a tradition here with tourists and residents. All the resorts will feature it. But for the more local take on our Rachel, try Karu in Camana Bay for their barbecue or craft food and beverage company for an eclectic mix of comfort foods. So here you have the Cabana and the Blue Restaurant by Eric Rippert. International cuisine, residents of so many nationalities calling Grand Cayman home. International cuisines are popular here, from Aussie-styled specialties at beachside Tucka to Tom Kha Gai with shrimp at Thai Orchard. Italian is a favorite here too. And Luca and Ristorante Papagallo win continuous acclaim, including a Best of Award of Excellence from Wine Spectator for Papagallo in 2021. Fine dining in 2021, Wine Spectator again endowed its coveted Award of Excellence to Ragazzi Baccaro Agua, and the Wharf Restaurant. Of course, Cayman boasts the Caribbean's only AAA 5-diamond resort, Blue by Eric Reipert, a 3 Michelin starred chef. Reipert continues his enthusiasm for an on-island dining with the annual Cayman Cookout. After dinner delights, the bars and clubs on the beach in Georgetown or along the West Bay Road are definitely hopping. On Friday evenings closest to the full moon, Caibo features Luna del Mar with dining and dancing night on the beach under a sky glowing with lunar light. Dream in Cayman, moonlight, horseback rides on the beach, nighttime dives, or a glass bottom boat along the bioluminescent bay are dreamy ways to end a Cayman day. Tour Balls, the Caribbean's only 555-diamond restaurant is Blue by Eric Rippert, located in the Ritz-Carlton, Grand Cayman. True? Yes, it is true. All right, events and festivals. All right, so full calendar of events and festivals with enliven every stay in Grand Cayman, no matter what time of year. January, they have the Cayman Cookout, hosted by Eric Reipert, held at the Ritz-Carlton. Celebrity chefs tastings at gala dinners celebrate the best food and wine. February, Off the Beaten Track Marathon, a 31-mile ultra marathon on an annually challenging course across rocky and sandy beaches, backroads, and tropical growth. K-Fest, continuing into March, celebrates the cultural diversity, artistic talents of the islands. March, you have the Rundown Comedy Festival, now in its 30th year, offers lighthearted look at life in the Cayman Islands. Orchid Fest at the Queen Elizabeth II Botanic Park. April, you have Cayman Islands International Fishing Tournament, week-long event where anglers from all over the world vie for trophy catches, billfish, yellowfin tuna, dolphin, and wahoo. Taste of Cayman Food and Wine Festival, been ongoing for 3 decades, 40 restaurants participating and thousands of foodies sampling the best of local cuisine and wine. May, Batabano Carnival celebrates cultural and heritage with music, dance, and parades. June, you have Flowers Sea Swim, 1-mile swim along 7 Mile Beach, one of the world's top open water swimming competition, welcoming all categories from beginners to Olympian medalists. Soca Feet, Soul of Calypso Music Festival, celebrates Caribbean, the multicultural African and East Indian infused rhythms. Live street food festivals, Georgetown Waterfront. July, Caymas Carnival, running the end of June, since Batabano Carnival is simply not enough. Constitutional Day, July 4th, although typically observed on the first Monday of July, is a bank holiday celebrated with fireworks, music, and food. October, Cayman Restaurant Month starts the 1st of October. Foodies enjoy dining at some of Grand Cayman's best restaurants, featuring fixed price 3-course menus at reduced prices. Cocktail Week occurs the last week of October, 7 days, sometimes more, fun-filled, imaginary, cocktail-inspired events. November, Cayman Island Triathlon, 20th year, attracts swimmers, runners, and cyclists from all levels. Pirates Week, Cayman-wide, good-natured carnival celebrating all things pirate-y, with fireworks, concerts, parades, and flotillas, with weeks of fun for all ages. And then December, Guinness Story International Storytelling Festival, been running since 1999. Cayman Island Marathon takes place on the first Sunday in December, consists of a full marathon, half marathon, person relay, and 4-person relay, and a kids fun run. It's best to check dates and times on the website closer to arrival to ensure the event is still on the schedule. Well done. You've completed now your 2nd chapter. You're on your way to the full-fledged Cayman specialist. You've unlocked and retained the information. Now go explore Cayman Brock.
Cayman, Brac, and Little Cayman are destinations off of the Cayman, in the Cayman Islands, but off of Grand Cayman, that are definitely worth seeing. They are another part of the beautiful islands. They do offer something to see and do and enjoy on a much slower pace. I like to recommend for clients that are down there for at least 5 to 7 days to definitely do a day trip, at least to one of the 2 islands, and really see it for what it is. The very quiet, laid back, not a lot going on. Now, that being said, there is definitely something to be said for going there and having a very quiet vacation. Divers, definitely the Brac and Little Cayman are perfect for going and doing diving. I particularly love on Cayman Brac, there's a hotel, Le Soleil d'Or, which is a farm to table inn. And so they have this gorgeous, huge farm that's right on the property. The property extends kind of throughout the island. It's not all in one place, but the inn is. And so definitely anyone who's a foodie, a quiet honeymoon, a girl's getaway, that's definitely a place to go. But, you know, do a few days on one of the smaller islands and then definitely Grand Cayman. But it's a very, very short flight to get over to either one of the islands.
All right, Cayman Brac, the easternmost of the three sister islands, well known for abundant wildlife and natural adventures found on and around the island. Laid back, relaxed vibe here, dramatic natural beauty that just begs outdoor enthusiasts to stay and explore, whether that's by car, boat, bicycle, foot, or flipper. Cayman Brac was the first spot of land Christopher Columbus saw when he was blown off course in 1503. Island gets its present name from the majestic 150-foot high and 12-mile long bluff, highest point in the Cayman Islands. Approximately 2,000 people live here on the Brac, as Caymanians call it. The Bracers themselves are tough, proud, and independent. Island life was not always easy. They are also very friendly and will engage tourists in discussions of myth, legends, and history. Natural adventures. The Brac is definitely off the beaten path, and its outstanding flora and fauna and geographical features enable nature lovers and adventurers to easily get their thrills. Diving off Cayman Brac is among the best in the world. The sea is pristine, visibility is excellent, and marine life is abundant. Dive sites include walls, drop-offs, patch and finger reefs, and wrecks. On land, hikers can make their way through the island's historic trails or spelunk the many caves that early residents used for storm shelters. The lush green forests throughout the island are birdwatchers' dream, as they include endangered native parrots and peregrine falcons perched in the canopy. Closer to the ground, unusual flowers and reptiles make their homes. Perhaps one of the best reasons to visit Brac is because so few tourists do. Let's learn about the untold stories waiting in Cayman Brac. The highest point of Cayman archipelago is the Brac's Bluff, which offers incredible cliffside walks and cave explorations. How high is the bluff in feet? I don't remember. I was 12, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
150.
150. Thank you. Oops. Oh my God. Okay, 150. There we go. Very good. Thank you very much. All right, getting around at 12-mile long and just over a mile wide, Cayman Brac is small enough to remain tranquil, but just the right size for visitors to uncover their unique treasures. Visitors arrive here from Owen Roberts International Airport on Grand Cayman with flight times to Sir Captain Charles Kirkconnell International Airport at under an hour. Cayman Airways Express flies up to 7 flights daily from Grand Cayman and 2 flights daily from Little Cayman's Edward Bodden Airfield, depending on the season. Transportation, there's no public bus service on the island. There are 3 car rental companies on the island, and only 1 CB Rent-A-Car is located outside the airport. That said, the island's other rental car companies, 4Ds and BS Motor Ventures Limited, provide free pickup and drop-off at the airport or at hotels. Taxi service like Carter Taxi and Tours and Mossy Pickup and drop-off at hotels, the airport, and other locations. As local as taxi service can get, they also provide guide services. Lay of the island. Navigating the island is easy. Remember, we drive on the left and iguanas have right of way. Main roads run along north and south shores. Several secondary roads cross from one side to the other, but it's not possible to fully drive around the island. The airport is at West End, where Point Outlook, various grocery stores, condominiums, and gas stations can also be found. Most residents live on the West End. Heading northeast from here is Stake Bay, the island's capital, and the midpoint of the island. Also residential area where visitors will find heritage buildings like the historic home of Captain Charles Kirkconnell and the Cayman Brac Museum. Off the bay, there is an underwater art installation dubbed the Lost City of Atlantis with 70 statues. Heading along Northeast Bay Road, Spot Bay leads up the northeast point and the lighthouse on the island's far eastern tip. The eastern districts are home to a welcoming community of locals who run the mom and pop shops and restaurants lining the streets, which make for charming shopping and dining experiences. What is the airport code for Cayman Brock? This one?
CYB.
What I thought. Yep, very good. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what was the last question? I mean, the last answer. No, the one with the highest point.
150.
150.
Thank you. Okay. Where to stay? So visitors on Cayman Brock will have a choice of accommodations from resorts to condominiums, guest houses, and villas. What they won't find are internationally known brands. Most hotels and apartments or villa rentals are family owned and operated and cater to a casual, fuss-free lifestyle. Many hotels offer bikes for guests to explore the island. Check out these options for your next Brock booking. Cayman Brock Beach Resort is both a reef resort as well as a dive location. Situated on the west end, this is part of the Clearly Cayman family of hotels. It's a sister property to Little Cayman Beach Resort and Cobalt Coast on Grand Cayman. Discerning divers and their families will be spoiled by the recent enhancements like the new freeform pool and two-story beach bar, as well as upgrades to the overall accommodations. But the real selling point here is the valet dive service. Reef Divers, which has made this resort a must-stay as it takes care of the hassles of diving, lifting, loading, and cleaning. All 40 rooms face the beach. The resort offers week-long packages with or without meal plans, including a wall-to-wall package done in conjunction with supplier Rock Iguana, with mornings spent diving the reefs and afternoons climbing or rappelling the bluff. The Alexander is a 32-unit condominium hotel located on the west end, 5 minutes from the airport. The rooms, suites here feature stylish contemporary furnishings. Some have kitchenettes and are all air conditioned and come with free Wi-Fi. There is a bar, a lounge, a pool, and 2 restaurants. Carib Sands Beach Resort, complex of 1 to 4 bedroom, individually owned and decorated condominiums, each with its own terrace and a complete kitchen. Popular Captain's Table restaurant is poolside, and the resort staff are happy to make recommendations for local deliveries from area restaurants. Staying at Cayman Brock Beach Villas is like fulfilling a beachfront fantasy. 2 one-bedroom apartments comprise 1 beautiful villa, and there is a 3-bedroom guest house. If there is a large family, they can take over every accommodation on the property, which is located along the South Shore Road, not far from the west end. A private white sand beach, a pool, sunbeds, hammocks, bikes, kayaks are more available to enjoy. Which amenity or service is a top selling point of Cayman Brock Beach Resort? All of the above. All of the above. All right, beaches and water sports. Since Cayman Brock is composed primarily of limestone, soft white sand beaches here are not as abundant nor as large as on Grand Cayman. Majority can be found along the southwest, northeast, and northwest parts of the island. As in the rest of Brock, the highlight of the beaches is active discovery and sensational views, which makes them more suited for photography and beachcombing rather than swimming and sunning. The southwest coast is where visitors will find most hotels and resorts. So this is where the majority of the beach lovers will seek their best plot of sand. Brock Reef Beach, where Cayman Brock Resort is located, is arguably the best on the island. Since it is sited near a reef, there is also where the majority of our popular diving, snorkeling, and fishing trips depart. Deep sea fishing is particularly rewarding here. The offshore waters comprise a marine park, so anglers must go beyond a few hundred feet in the dive buoys. The pristine environment teems with bonefish, wahoo, marlin, and sushi grade tuna. Most charter boat operators also run snorkeling trips. Cayman Brock Public Beach sits on the western end of the south side of the feature's shaded area, and picnic tables Public beaches are free to access and the water here is shallow and ideal if beginner snorkelers might wish to explore, but the reef will limit the extent of swimmable water. Northeast Bay, located close to Heritage House, one of the most tranquil places on the Brock, and great place to view the sunset. And then Spot Bay Community Park, located off Northeast Bay Road, features a public swimming beach, facilities for picnicking. Note that the shore has a steep drop off. Kayaking is an excellent way of touring the island and seeing its beauty for visitors wanting to stay above water. Within the surrounding reefs, smooth paddling permits the breeze and the sea mist to refresh. Visitors will still get to see smaller species of fish or even sea turtle for a chance encounter. Two-person kayaks are great for those journeys. Rentals can be arranged at Cayman Rock Beach Resorts front desk or from Brock Scuba Shack Dive Shop. And then, since many of the hotels and condos and villas have their own private beaches, it is best to inquire first before settling down in the sand. Divers Delight, 70 named dive sites on the Brock with diverse, fascinating features. Divers and snorkelers can explore everything from healthy reefs, towering coral banks, vertical walls, plunging 6,000 feet, wreck sites, and even an art installation. Over 500 species of marine life have been logged here. Divers can expect to see parrotfish, triggerfish, green morays, scorpionfish, flying grunards, and more. As well, turtles, spotted eagle rays, stingrays are part of the action here. And to protect this national treasure, the government has created a model marine park zone system. Spearfishing and collecting are forbidden, and all diving is glove-free. The Brock's most famous dive is on our artificial reef off the northern shore of West End. Here lies 330 feet, Russian shipwreck, MV Captain Keith Tibbets, or simply the Captain Keith, as she's known, renamed for local businessmen and dive enthusiasts. Originally, she was a Russian destroyer, 356, built in 1984, given to the Cuban Navy, who sold her to the Cayman Islands after the fall of the Soviet Union. The film Destroyer of Peace documents the efforts of Jean-Michel Cousteau's team to sink the vessel at a shallow depth of 80 feet. Barracuda and grouper have all made homes here, and both coral and sponges have successfully taken hold. Several hurricanes and violent storms later, the hull is in multiple pieces, permitting divers to explore interior engine rooms and passageways. It is fascinating to see the guns and an iconic red star at the bow. There are other wrecks around the Brock, but the Captain Keith outshines them all. Divers can pack light, rent their equipment. Reef Divers, official dive operation for Clearly Cayman Resorts, offers dive valet service, which includes transport to their dive site dock and doing all the heavy lifting, cleaning, as well as renting of equipment. Their team is PADI and SSI certified, practicing the utmost care of the environment. With the largest fleet of Newton dive boats in the world, there's always space to store a camera, keep things dry, wash off, and just enjoy the ride. Snorkelers are always welcome. Brock Scuba Shack along Chanel Road is a full-service dive operator that caters to smaller groups. Cayman Brock's most famous dive is a 330-foot Russian shipwreck known simply as the Captain
Keith.
What is it?
Keith.
How do you spell it? Keith?
Keith.
Keith, thank you. Sorry. My medicine's catching up to me. I'm like, blah. Ready for bed. All right, heritage sites and trails. Active adventures of the Brock will find series of trails, caves, wetlands, and even a new broad boardwalk straight into an ancient forest. So you have cliff walks and caving with the highest point of the archipelago. We have to brag a bit. The 150-foot bluff that rises directly up from the ocean floor begs for exploration. It boasts spectacular views as well as populations of frigate birds and brown boobies. Discover the many caves here too, where generations of residents have sheltered during hurricanes. Peter's Cave is the most famous as it has housed survivors of the devastating 1932 hurricane. It offers great views of the north side of the of the island, Peter Caves, is more easily assessed from here rather than hiking up from Spot Bay. An easier cliff walk route is the Lighthouse footpath to Little Cayman Brock, overlook along the northeastern tip of the island. Excuse me, with ocean scenery that is equally as stunning. Bird watching is also inspiring here, even for non-birders, once the booby hatchings appear. All right, you have hikes. Hikers will find 12 marked trails of varying difficulty on the Brock. Bright Road runs north to south, cutting across the island. Majority of the trail is ironstone, meaning that it is rugged, sharp, and uneven. Boardwalks only cover portions of the terrain. The trail leads to the Brock Parrot Reserve, largest stretch of undisturbed land on the island at 350 acres. Almost 80% of the other bird species found here are migratory, and this reserve allows them to rest and feed before continuing south for the winter. Although guides are not necessary, they are recommended. Rock climbing. Spectacular jagged cliffs at the eastern end of the bluff features incredible sea views and most challenging climbs. There are some 75 bolted routes to select from, and most are for experienced climbers. Majority have been graded using the Yosemite decimal system, ranging on average between 5.10 to 5.12 in difficulty. Rock Iguana provides outfitting and tours, partnering with many resorts on the Brock for packages. Maps are readily available at the airport and from hotels and should be consulted for determining the best routes. Proper footwear, sunscreen, and bottled water are necessary, and ideally a walking stick. Natural cultural attractions. The best part of the wide array of natural and cultural historical attractions clustered within Brock's compact space is that each visit becomes bespoke experience. Here are some highlights to make visitors' experience authentic and meaningful. Cayman Brock Museum, located near Stake Bay, is the oldest museum in the country and features exhibits on the traditional occupations that were once ways of life on the island, like shipbuilding and turtling. There is an exhibit dedicated to the 1932 hurricane that was devastated the island with a 32-foot storm surge, resulting in catastrophic loss of life. Included are artifacts and images of, as well as quotes from some of the survivors. Admission to the museum is free. Stake Bay is the island's original harbor for schooners, and there are other historical houses located in close proximity. Cayman Brock Heritage House on Northeast Bay is an interpretive center on the grounds of an old tannery building, open to preserve the heritage and culture of Brock and Little Cayman. Heritage House has docents, hosts special events and weekly craft markets, as well as classes in local crafts. You have the lighthouse, although really just a beacon, is not the only reason to follow the lighthouse path. The real value is the view of the vantage point. Sunrise is beautiful, as well as the ocean views, but the yellow-footed boobies, brown boobies, and other birds flying up against the air currents are a majestic sight. Visitors should stay on the path as there are cacti and limestone is unstable. Long Beach, not for swimming with rough surf and rocks, but it makes this list for its dramatic views of the ocean as well as the bluff. Follow the path to the shore through the sea grate. Only climbers will be able to continue near the end point, but it is a nice, if slightly uneven walk with driftwood, fossilized coral, seashells, and blowholes. Depending on the season, there may be nesting boobies. The best time to visit are early morning or late afternoon, and sunset here is particularly scenic. And where to eat. Gastronomy on the Brock is like the island vibe, casual, local, adventurous, if diners desire something out of the ordinary. Unless there's a limited menu, most restaurants will try to accommodate special dietary requests. Fish is always a good option, and the visitors snag their own chefs are happy to prepare it for them, Cayman style. Here are some places to feast and favor on the Brock. Hold on a second. Sorry, my daughter's calling. Hey, I'm almost finished. I'll call you when I'm on my way.
Okay, but they're done. You'll be here before one.
Hopefully, yeah, bye.
Hopefully.
But goodbye, bye-bye. Sorry. All right. Unless there's a limited menu, most restaurants will accommodate dietary requests. Fish is always a good option, and visitors snag their own. Chefs are happy to prepare it for them Cayman style. Here's some places to feast and savor on the broth. Barracuda's Bar and Grill features a wood fire oven to satisfy pizza cravings, a menu of standard bar food, and lively atmosphere. This is where locals and visitors mix easily in cozy surroundings that might ironically be called the perfect dive bar. Barry's Golden Jerk Off, West Side Road, West End is where to go for classic jerk style chicken or pork, fascinated by an open kitchen. Barry cooks meats in order right in front of the diners. There are only two options, chicken or pork. So choices are simple, menus aren't necessary. Captain's Table on the south side near West End is a bar and restaurant serving typical American and Southwest bar food, as well as Caymanian inspired specialties and seafood dishes. The pool near the bar makes it popular with divers. Annual festivals always celebrate food. In March, the agricultural show will feature the island's best produce, livestock, and crafts, along with prepared foods and live music. Annual carnival or Bacchanal occurs in May with events, races, live entertainment, and of course, food stalls. Sita, Brock, Bosch, and Cook-Off celebrates the anniversary of the sinking of the frigate Captain Keith and runs from the end of September into October. The Cook-Off tests the skills of the Brock's best cooks. Pioneer Bakery is last, although certainly not least. Pioneer is the island's only bakery, supplies all the island's restaurants. It is ideally located on the way back to the airport, so visitors can get a last quick fix or souvenir of Brock bread. The best time is to arrive just when the bread is taken out of the oven, usually around 11 a.m. Excellent work completing the chapter, and now we just have Little Cayman to complete. All right, Little Cayman. As its name implies, Little Cayman is diminutive, but that doesn't mean she's lacking in allure and activities for visitors. At only 10 miles long, 1 mile wide, Little Cayman is a study in nature and tranquility, with just a hint of castaway romance. A 10-minute flight from adventuresome Cayman Brock reveals Little Cayman's flatter, lush landscapes and plenty of soft sand beaches, populated not by crowds, but by rustling palm trees. Most of the island is at sea level. Red-footed boobies and frigate birds make Booby Pond their home, while hundreds of other bird species vacation here too, creating the only noise that visitors are likely to encounter. With only around 200 or so permanent residents, the island's other prominent inhabitant, the rock iguana, actually outnumbers the people by almost 20 to 1. Much of the action on Little Cayman is found beneath our crystalline waters, which puts us on the top of many divers' bucket lists. Bloody Bay Marine Park has huge underwater walls covered in coral, which provide a dramatic backdrop for the island's turtles, stingrays, and native sharks. Nearly all of the aforementioned residents are involved in the tourism industry in some way. It's the island's primary source of income and the most residents and expats yet. Even with a small population, the islands hosts a heritage festival and parade as part of Pirates Week in November and the annual agricultural show in May, which dates running consecutively across the sisters islands. Little Cayman's residents tend to be gregarious, eager to show visitors the island's many treasures, whether they are extensive natural wonders or belong to the significant and fascinating history of the island, both of which islanders work hard to preserve. Let's find out more about this little slice of paradise in the chapter ahead. Getting around, typically arrive at the Grand Cayman Brock to Edward Bawden Airfield on the southwest shore of the island. There is one car rental agency, Little Cayman Car Rentals in Blossom Village, provides a range of vehicles from compact cars to SUVs and vans, happy to provide pickups and drop-offs at the airfield or at the resort. The flat island is perfect for touring by scooter with its level, well-maintained roads and absence of traffic. Still, it's important to remember iguanas have the right of way. Traffic is on the left. Speed limit is 25 miles per hour. Scoot and Scooter provides high-quality scooters, delivers to and from the resorts, will coordinate alternate drop-off locations. They also feature pickup and drop-off to the airport and will carry luggage in their vehicle. So renters can begin their visit and wind in their hair. They are open from November to June, and bikes are often available for guests at hotels, condominium rentals. Caution should be undertaken at the East End due to unpaved roads and shifting sands. Touring the island by scooter is an ideal way to spend the required period of non-dive time prior to flying. Lay of the land. One main road, Guy Banks Road, rings the entire island. The Edward Baden Airfield at the southeastern edge of the island. Visitors will find the nearest town immediately outside, Blossom Village. This is the oldest developed part of the island where the first inhabitants settled back in the 1660s and where historic houses and museums are found. Continuing east along Guy Banks Road on the south coast is Waris Point and beyond, the protected reefs of Charles Bight. At the island's east end, the host of wetlands appear heading towards Point of Sand, one of the best Caymanian beaches. At the eastern tip of East End Point Lighthouse, heading back in a westerly direction is undeveloped Crawl Bay and more wetlands along the Jackson Point and its beach. Beyond that is the holy grail for divers, Bloody Bay, and its dramatic 6,500-foot drop to the seafloor. Additional natural wetlands areas continue before leading around to the Western Lighthouse and on back to the airfield. All right. Touring Little Cayman by scooter, best way to see the island as long as visitors adhere to the which road rules. Drive to the left, 25, iguanas have the right of way. All of the above. Where to stay, visitors won't be disappointed with the variety of accommodation options found here unless they're focused on international brands. Most of the island's hotels, villas, and condo rentals are located along the southern coast, ringing South Pole Sound. Here are some of the must-stays for serenity seekers. Little Cayman Beach Resort, third Clearly Cayman property catering to the dive market on each of the sister islands. Secluded beachfront resort located along Guy Banks Road on the island's southern coast offers 40 rooms plus popular Reef Divers Valet service, which is exclusive to the Clearly Cayman brand. One-of-a-kind service brings a deeper level of ease and enjoyment to the entire diving experience for a small group of family and friends seeking a more intimate experience. The resort also features the Club, a selection of 3-bedroom or 3-bath villas, each with its own pool, hot tub, and beach area. Guests of the Club enjoy the same services as resort guests, resort guests just a 5-minute walk away. Pirates Point Resort, Little Cayman's all-inclusive scuba diving resort, 11-room retreat, blissful 7-acre setting serviced by 9 staff, offers the ultimate combination of privacy, comfort, and family friendliness. The resort's attentive, self-conscious dive guides work to ensure divers never feel rushed and are able to work on the skills needed to become more experienced divers. This is one of the reasons of the resort high repeat guest factor. Another is the resort's chefs who enjoy impressing guests with thoughtful interpretation of traditional recipes and newly inspired creations, all focused on freshness. Southern Cross Club, which was first opened in 1958 as a fishing club, boasts a foot stretch of white coral sand beach, 14 individually decorated beachfront bungalows. Each is decorated in tropical hues, overlooks beautiful South Pole Sound and Little Owen Island across the water. Bungalows feature private baths, outside deck, air-conditioned 1 king or 2 queen beds. Some have day beds and have both outdoor showers. The club's central building houses the main dining room as well as open-air dining pavilion, loggerhead bar, freshwater pool, assented by adjacent thatched tiki bar. Let's see what this is.
On Little Cayman, you've got a variety of hotels. There's about 4 or 5. There's
you can make it go faster.
resort. There's Southern Cross. There's Pirates Point, and there's the Cup Club. So you're not going to find as many resorts in Little Cayman, but they're all beautiful. They all have a pretty sandy beach.
They all have their own personality, which is fun. You know.
They've got great dive operations. Most of them have bikes.
Thank you.
It's a great island to bike. It's flat, very low traffic with 250 people on the island. So you can run around the island on your bike, and there's a restaurant or two that you can go to on your bike. So that's kind of fun.
All right. Beaches and water sports. Little Cayman boasts a variety of beaches along its shores, all of them stunning and virtually empty of crowds and noise. Point of Sand, Little Cayman's far southeastern end, is delightful and crowded beach with lovely shifting pink sands. Quite quiet beach and pristine turquoise waters. Snorkeling is especially rewarding. Cayman Brac is so close, it's possibly to see it from there. This area is also popular with our native sharks, so avoid swimming at dusk. Ooh. Sandy Point Beach, tiny patch of reef-protected powder, considered by locals to be the island's best beach. There is rarely more than a half dozen people visiting at any time. There is a tiny pier, limited shade, and waves breaking 650 feet out. Sandy Point is 8 miles from the airport and an easy bike ride. Jackson Point is an ideal site for shore entry snorkeling, located off the North Coast Road off Levine Kirk Drive. Has a healthy reef, abundant fish, turtles, and rays. Note that access to the beach is on private property. There is a public area with signs to follow. Advise your clients to exercise care as black spiny sea urchins abound. In addition to remarkable sightings of shark and eels, Preston Bay also offers excellent snorkeling. These sites are exposed, however, so they are recommended only for strong swimmers. Owen Island, a little uninhabited islet, is our unofficial fourth sister island. Just off southwest coast across the South Pole Sound, it can be reached easily by kayak or sailboat. This is a perfect spot to picnic, sun, and literally get away from it all. Visitors here should remember to leave only footprints behind. Deep sea and fly fishing, incredibly popular here, particularly for anglers who are easily bored because the diversity of game fish here year-round, depending on the weather, is vast. Catches can range from bonefish to tarpon, weighing up to 20 pounds. Variety of land, sea, and eco tour packages are available from Little Sea Tours, including deep sea and drift fishing, as well as inshore trolling packages with a variety of boat options and all Caymanian crews. Little Sea also offers private transfers to Cayman Brac and the South Pole Sound resorts area for day trips. Transfers are approximately 20 minutes, depending on prevailing conditions, for the 7-mile trip. They also offer glass bottom boat tours and Sound and water taxis to Owen Island.
The Cayman Islands are internationally known for world-class diving. If you open up a dive magazine and see the most beautiful double-page spread of the most delicious reds and yellows and pinks and golds, it's probably Bloody Bay Wall. And anyone that's
There's a dive site on Cayman. Yeah, my absolute favorite diving Caribbean.
And if anyone's dove there, they want to go back and they recognize it without even looking at the caption, where is this destination? I would say that for travel agencies, a great market source for them are local dive stores, golf courses, because there's some great golfing down here. And groups, the Cayman Islands is very friendly, not only to individuals, but especially groups. And, you know, to make that connection when you can get groups together of 10, 15, 20, 25, 50.
Have a family reunion down there.
Family reunions. So it's a great group destination. And for travel agencies that haven't gone into their local dive store, talk with them a little bit. The local dive store may be using a wholesaler at this point in time. They may be looking for someone locally that they can have a very close rapport with. I think that's an untapped market.
All right. Diver's delight, the island's fame, sheer drop-offs, abundant marine life, exceptional visibility, even temperatures and near lack of currents have made Little Cayman a diving hotspot. Since much of Little Cayman is at sea level, most dives can start right from shore. Despite its size, Little Cayman is best known for its incredible diving. 60 named dive sites are found here, with the Bloody Bay Marine Park on the north side, counting as perhaps the most well-known site in all the Caribbean. That said, dive sites on the south side are equally pristine and filled with colorful marine life. Legendary French explorer and researcher Jacques-Yves Cousteau hailed the area surrounding the island as one of the 3 finest diving spots in the world. Hey, kitty. Divers will find sites filled with boulder formations, coral, sponge, encrusted walls, variations of seascapes featuring a variety of chutes, tunnels, and crevices to explore. Forests of fan coral and tube sponges in brilliant turquoise and emerald create a colorful playground for triggerfish, groupers, and green sea turtles. Capture a moment of zen by watching the underwater wonders of Bloody Bay Marine. Check this out. While you're watching it, I'll read Bloody Bay Wall runs parallel to the Little Cayman shoreline, starts 15 to 20 feet below the surface, dropping to the depths that are matter of some dispute. Figures ranging from 3,000 to more than 6,000 feet. Crevices along the wall are inhabited by vibrant sea life. There are some rare sponges, unlike anything divers will find elsewhere in the Caribbean, including base sponges in colors and turquoise and orange, yellow tube sponges, but sponges aren't the only highlight here. Sea cucumbers, groupers, eels, and triggerfish are a few of the smaller residents. And then there's turtles, barracudas, and sharks sizing up the walls, prospects for food. Established marine park and lack of tourist development have gone a long way to preserving this delicate marine environment. Which Little Cayman dive site is perhaps the most well-known site in all the Caribbean? Bloody Bay. All right, heritage sites and trails. As a literal paradise for nature lovers, Little Cayman's rich history is intimately intertwined with its flora and fauna. Here's some places visitors can witness the distinct beauty and culture of Little Cayman. You have Saltwater Nature Trail, a historic footpath along a traditional right-of-way used for centuries. More rustic hike with birds, native and migrant, iguanas, butterflies, moss, and tropical plants. Along the trail, visitors will come upon the old pens that corralled the mules, which once transported phosphate from the mine to the coast for export. There is also a dock here to service the deep water harbor, an ideal place to reward an afternoon walk with a brilliant sunset view. Little Cayman Museum on Blossom Village Square provides a deeper perspective to the many sites on the island, illustrating the natural and creative history found here. There is also a photographic gallery highlighting our underwater treasures. Docents are on site to offer guidance and additional insight. Admission is free. Haley, I have about 10 minutes left. I'm trying to hurry so I can go get the stuff and leave.
Well, I'm just asking, do you need me to come?
No, I'll be there by 1. I'll be there by 1. I told you that.
Bye.
Sorry, guys. Teenagers, please. Okay. Well, what is she? She's 22. Adults. Sorry. All right. Blossom Village itself is the first area of the island to be resettled in the 1833 after Spanish privateers ran off the turtle fishers from Great Britain who were living there. It is not, however, the island's capital. That is Salt Rock. The village features some buildings of historic note, a few shops, a bank with an ATM, a village square with rest area, and community park. Historic Cayman houses and graveyard. Located along a village street that has barely changed in a nearly century, the graveyard has headstones that tell the story of earliest settlers here, some of which surnames that are familiar today. Gladys B. Howard, Little Cayman National Trust House, traditional Caymanian cottage, works to preserve the natural cultural heritage of the island. Perched on the edge of Booby Pond Nature Reserve, telescopes on the house's second floor permit visitors to get close-up view of the colony of birds, nesting areas, as well as other birds who call the reserve home. The house also exhibits other natural features on the island, including native rock iguanas. Nature residence, real attraction of Little Cayman is also how nature here remains relatively undisturbed. Mangroves, tropical forests, salt ponds, lagoons provides both habitats for wildlife fascination for visitors. Here are some can't miss wildlife wonders. You got the red-footed booby bird nature reserve, better known as Booby Pond, a UNESCO designated nature reserve site of over 200 acres for a colony of 20,000 red-footed boobies. The largest is in the Western Hemisphere. Birders will also find hundreds of frigate birds, egrets, herons, blackneck stilts, and the rare West Indian whistling ducks here. Owned and operated by the National Trust, this is wetlands area of international importance. You have Westerly Pond, a series of several roadside viewing areas of wetland ponds, temporary pools formed on the iron shore rock, ideal for spotting heron and rare water birds. Surrounding shrublands are habitats for warblers and other tropical migrating species. Jackson Pond will keep photographers occupied around this mangrove fringe wetland to catch sight of plovers, heron, sandpipers, ducks, and rails. Hey, baby. Although iguanas may be found all over the island, the Preston Bay iguana habitat houses 40% of the island's native sister isle rock iguana, Surrey, nesting sites. The National Trust installed a boardwalk for visitors to view these nests, as well as to access the beach nearby. More iguanas here than anywhere in the entire Caribbean basin. Pirate treasure may be indeed still be buried within Little Cayman's richly forested interior. Another treasure that will prove equally challenging to find is the oldest species of reptiles in Americas, the Anolis menardi, which is best known, not known by any catchier name. Sorry. The coloring of both males and females make them impossible to distinguish from the surrounding foliage. And then the Central Caribbean Marine Institute maintains a growing marine research and education facility with a resident team of staff based in Little Cayman. Nonprofit organization aims to see a world with vibrant oceans and healthy coral reefs. And it makes this vision a reality, but undertaking cutting-edge, impactful research and transforming it into conservation and education initiatives that will serve to bridge the gap between knowledge and action. Their goal is to become the Caribbean's premier marine research institute, discovering real solutions to declining ocean health. Booby Pond is a UNESCO designated nature reserve site that's home to approximately how many red-footed boobies, the largest in the hemisphere?
20,000.
20,000. Wow, that is correct. Very good. And where are we going to eat? The cuisine scene at Little Cayman is limited by the size of the island, but visitors won't lack for a mix of comfort food, traditional classics, and authentic Caymanian flavors, all served by friendly staff. Many venues are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and feature bar service, so returning to a favorite more than once isn't limiting. Have your clients check out these culinary hotspots. You have Hungry Iguana Restaurant and Sports Bar, features an a la carte menu on site at the Paradise Villas Resort. Restaurant serves lunch, dinner daily, and breakfast on weekends. Quite popular, particularly for its friendly servers who remember diners' names, which is ideal since visitors will likely be dining here on several occasions during their stay. Menu is typical mix of bar food, American and Caribbean specialties, as well as some vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free options. Takeout is also an option here. You have Beach Nuts, an outdoor beach bar located on the Little Cayman Beach Resort. Menu features bar food, classic salads, and pizza, along with several vegetarian vegan options, a selection of bottled and draft beers, wine by the bottle and glass, and an imaginative cocktail menu are also available. Pirates Point Resort Dining Room, another great option, popular with visitors and locals alike. Patrons here will find the menu slightly more refined than any other option on the island, including traditional American and international cuisine options, but all with will be fresh, and quite a bit will definitely be local. The resort's chefs pride themselves on innovation and quality, as well as doing their best to cater to any dietary needs, special dietary needs. Visitors intending to dine at a resort restaurant where they are not guests should call for reservations before 12 noon on the day desired. All right, Cook Food Little Cayman. Cook Food Caboose, an island favorite, features menu traditional Caymanian Caribbean dishes such as fish fry, jerk chicken, pork and fish, as well as sandwiches, handcrafted stuffed burgers, array of milkshakes. Cook Food serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and is open daily. Dine-in or take-out, private catering is also available. Parties of 6 diners or more should call in advance. Sunset Ocean View Beach Bar, Barbecue, and Restaurant features bar food and their popular barbecue Saturdays. For the latter, visitors should call ahead and arrive by 5 p.m. so as not to miss out. Located on North Shore, opposite McCoy's, the casual beachfront venue with great sunset views, open daily for lunch and dinner. Congratulations, great work on completing the Cayman Island Specialist Program. You are now a certified specialist. Yay! Now sharing the fun begins. Head to retain selection section to unprop turn to sales and presentation. Click promote to find images and gallery. Sales section, contact information. Thank you again for your dedication making clients Cayman's dream reality. All right, so here's your certificate. So again, look, that's beautiful, isn't it? So congratulations, everybody. Definitely send that out. You know, let me go ahead and send that to me. There we go. And yes, definitely post this, guys. Okay, you definitely want to get this out and send to, I don't even know where my send button is. Here it is. Okay, so definitely post that, guys. Download it, whatever you want to do. Congratulations, everybody. Next Saturday we're doing Loreto, which is a Mexico resort. Okay. So again, you can go to retain, promote, sell. It has all the information for you guys. So if you need to refer back, okay. So filter by attractions, beaches, etc. So again, congratulations. Sorry, I gotta run. My daughter does nails and stuff, and she has her towels in the dryer, so I have to run them to her. So she's got some clients. So again, promote, guys. Look at all this that you can use. You can use these pictures and videos and stuff to help promote your you know, to your clients. Okay, so use these with your certificate to let people know that you can now book them their trip to the Cayman Islands. All right, so have an amazing day, everybody. Amazing weekend. We will be doing next Thursday ALG Apple Leisure Group. We're on part 4, I think. We will be doing the third part of the Celebrity Cruises, actually the last part of Celebrity Cruises. So if you guys want to join us for that, and then we'll be doing Loreto on Saturday and trying to finish Paris. Okay, I'm sorry, I was going to try to do it today, but I just don't feel good and I have to run her stuff. So thank you guys. Have an amazing day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and have a great weekend. All right, but remember, you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. And again, if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we'll see you at the bank. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Of course, anytime. So yeah, I'm gonna go run and drop this off, and I think I'm gonna come back and take a nap. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
You feel better.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have to. We're going to Disney on Monday. I have to feel better.
I know. You can't sleep all day.
I know. All right. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.